42 is less than 12. Think about that problem. 42 is less than 12. We've been learning about the different symbols that we can use to compare two numbers. So, turn to a neighbor and tell your neighbor if this problem is true or false. And tell them why. Okay, boys and girls, who would like to share out? Lily.
I counted 42 and I went past 12 and I just put 4 more tens just because 12 has 1 10 and 2 ones and 42 has 4 tens and 2 ones.
Okay. So, is the problem true or false?
False.
It's false, okay? Anybody else? Jacoby?
We both thinking that 42 is way more than 12 because it's like Lily said, because 42 and 12 only 42 has 4 tens and 2 ones and 12 has 1 ten and 2 ones.
Okay, very
And
good.
we both just knew it in our heads that it was false.
Okay, very good. Okay, Taylor, what would you like to add to that?
I knew that it was false because there is more tens in 42 than there is in 12.
Okay, very good. So when we're comparing numbers, Hunter, go ahead.
I knew that it's false because if you had it switched around, that would be true.
Okay, very good. So if we had did it like this, 12 is less than 42, that would be true. Okay? Now, I noticed that someone said they compared the tens place. They compared the 4 and the 1. When you compare numbers, that's exactly what I would have done. You would compare the tens place. So we have a 4 and we have a 1. Which number is the greatest? 4. So that means 42 is greater than 12. So you are right. This is false. Now today we're going to be learning more about how we can compare two numbers. All right, let's start with Hunter today and Gabby. Now, yesterday we used the Unifix cubes, boys and girls, to make our tens and our ones. Today we're going to use the base 10 blocks to make our tens and our ones, because we're going to make a trade, Mahaley. Okay, boys. Scoot back just a little bit, Jackie, so we can have some room up here, baby. Okay. Guys, are you ready? Okay, I'm going to toss them out. Scoot back just a little bit, Nathan and Ansley. Just give them some room because this is kind of like a snowball pretend fight here. Okay? All right. On mark. Get set. Get set. Go. Time. Okay. Bring it to your side. We're going to help them count, boys and girls. So let's start with Gabby. Let's help Gabby count. Okay? Gabby, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you make 11 using these blocks here. Okay. Let's help Hunter count, everybody. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, you make 14. I'll help you get these snowballs out of the way here. And remember, boys and girls, we're going to compare. If you know their numbers, go ahead and write their numbers down on your board. So, Gabby, you had how many in all?
11.
11. Okay, and Hunter, you had how many?
14.
14. So let's compare. Let's move it down there. Okay, very good. Okay, boys and girls, now let's take a look at this. Gabby has, put yours back here, baby. Gabby has 11 and Hunter has 14. Let's compare the two numbers here. Is that going to be less than, greater than, or equal to? What
Less.
symbol should we use? Less? Okay,
Greater than.
okay, let's use
Less.
less. Let's read it. Okay?
No.
14 is less than 11.
No.
Does
no,
that make
it's
sense?
supposed to be 14 is greater than 11.
Okay, so we need to move this back and we need to place that. Now let's read it and see if it makes sense. 14 is greater than 11. Everybody read it with me. 14 is greater than 11. How do we know? How can we prove that?
Because the mouth is 4 to the biggest number.
Okay, that's one way. But how else can we prove this? Lily?
Is that you could count the tens is because, or you could count the ones, and because there's 1, 10, and 11, and 1, 10, and 14, and in 11 there's one more 1, and 14 there's 4 more ones.
Okay, very good. So we can always look at the tens place and the ones place because guess what? They both have a 10. Why can't Gabby's number be the greatest number? She's got a 10 too.
It's because of the ones.
Because of the ones. Very good. All right, on your board, boys and girls, I need to see your problem. I need you to show me. Okay? Boards up. 3, 2, 1. So I'm looking at 14 is greater than 11. I'm looking at 11 is less than 14. 11 is less than 14. Good job, you guys. All right, clear your board. Good job. Mia has 10 pet turtles. She gave some to David. Now she has 2 left. How many turtles did Mia give to David? Okay. So think about that. Can you tell me the story?
But you got if she gave David some, if she only had 2 left, the number should be something.
Yes, it should be something, but that's what you're going to find out for me. What is that number? How many did she give to David? You can use pictures, you can use numbers, you can use symbols to explain it. Think about a strategy.
I asked about the ones that she gave to David, and she had some more, and that equals 10 minus 8 equals 2.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Okay, she has 10 turtles, right? So she gave some to David. Now she has 2 left. So how many did she give to David? 8. Okay, very good. Now explain your equation to me.
10 minus 8 equals 2.
Okay. All right, and you tell me about your picture. Okay. How many did you have in all? 10. Okay, and you crossed out how many? 8. And that's how you got
2.
Okay, all right then. All right, Miracle.
Got 2 because I done it.
I don't have to.
Then I did try to close out. I wasn't that will make 1, but I crossed out those.
Okay, let me ask you this. I see that you crossed out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why'd you cross out 8?
Because if you cross out 8, she'll have 2. She gave David 8 and
Okay.
she only had 2 turtles left.
Okay, so she gave him 8 turtles right here. Now explain this to me. Tell me about this problem here.
10 minus 8 equals 2.
Okay, all right. So why did you do 10 minus 8?
Because 10 minus 8 equals.
So what is this 10 for? Go back to your story. What is the 10 for?
10 is for all of her total.
Okay, all right. And the 8 would be how many she...
Gave
Okay.
away.
Okay, all right, good. And your equation should be down here. You got it right here, and that's fine. Okay, good job. All right, okay. And you're going to compare these two numbers using the symbols that we talked about earlier. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to pick my two numbers, 15 and 17. So I am going to compare 15 and 17. So what symbol do I need to use to compare?
Greater than.
Do I need less than? This is the less than. Do I need greater
Less.
or equal?
Less.
Equal to.
But what would.
So what symbol would I use here, girls?
What would. Oh.
What do you think I should use? Which one of the symbols should I use here?
Greater than.
Okay, greater than. Can you
Switch
draw?
some places.
Okay.
Less.
Can you draw that for me? Greater than? Either one.
Less would go this way.
Okay, now let's read it. Okay? Remember the symbols, okay? So let's read it. 15 is greater than 17. So what do you think?
I think you should.
So, do you agree? Is that true or false?
I think you should.
Switch what?
I respect
Okay. All right. Now let's read it. Okay. Now let's read it, girls. 17 is greater than 15. Okay, good. All right. I'm going to let you guys pick two cards. All right. You can go first. Okay. Let's turn these over here.
Oh, yay. I got mine.
Okay, good. All right, and you pick one more and compare.
Who's less than 8?
Okay. Reach your problem.
7 is greater than 6.
Okay, very good. All right, girls, our time is up. You did a wonderful job. Super. Now she has 2 left. How many turtles did Mia give to David? Okay, repeat. How many turtles did? Show me. How can you explain that to me?
Where should we wait?
Write that number there. Okay, so how can you explain that? You write the equation. And your strategy. Go ahead and unpack, Marissa. It's your symbol.